Peter had opinions about my hair, my makeup, my clothes. He especially liked me in very high heels, which later I found out is a phallic symbol. So now he's gay, and I got bunions. When we were doing The Nanny, everybody said that I was a gay icon. But when Peter came out, that's when I was elevated to Judy Garland status. Needless to say, we split up, but are happily divorced. So there I was, single, ready to mingle, and as fate would have it, I get diagnosed with cancer. Can you believe it took me 2 years and 8 doctors to get a proper diagnosis with uterine cancer? I got in the stirrups more times than Django. And every doctor had a different solution for my symptoms. Leg pain, oh, drink gin and tonics before going to bed. Stool change, stop eating so much spinach. Hard breasts, you got the tits of an 18-year-old. Which I do, by the way. But there I was with perky breasts in need of roughage, going to bed sloshed in some vain attempt to cure myself. Doctor number 8 said, you need an endometrial biopsy. But doctor number 1 said, I was too young for that. And I didn't ask what it's for, because I was just so thrilled to be too young for anything. 3 days later, they said I had cancer and I needed a hysterectomy. Oh my God, I can't even tell you. When I came home from the hospital, I was so depressed and so weak. I remember looking at myself in front of the mirror naked at my misshapen, swollen, black and blue abdomen, wondering, who is this woman in the reflection? I had always been everyone else's caregiver. I was the stalker. I was the superwoman. Well, it just so happens, on that day, Cousin Susan was coming for lunch. Mom prepared a beautiful spread, and we all sat around the dining room table to eat. Susan was talking a mile a minute, and suddenly, she starts choking on her food. Well, I immediately jumped to my feet, got behind her, and started doing the Heimlich maneuver. My dad, who rarely comes up for air when there's food placed in front of him, suddenly said, she's choking. And my mom, in a voice not unlike my own, says, don't rip your stitches. Every time I did the maneuver, Cousin Susan's glass of white wine, which she still had in her hand, went splashing across the room. When suddenly, miraculously, this tiny piece of regurgitated poultry pops out of her mouth and lands on the floor. Well, we all gathered around to look at it. Mom bent down with a big white napkin and picked it up and said, it's not even that big. And Cousin Susan, still gasping for breath, said, Fran, you saved my life. And I really did save her life. But in an unexpected way, on that day, Cousin Susan saved mine, because that was the moment I was beginning to feel like my old self again. Fast forward, I'm a survivor. I found it. I founded cancerschmancer.org. I'm middle-aged, I'm single, and I'm ready to date again. I find myself in bed with a younger guy. Out of the blue, the dude says to me, when did you quit smoking? And I'm thinking, that's a funny thing to say. Then it occurs to me, he's looking at my estrogen patch and thinking it's for nicotine. Now I'm wondering, what's more of a turnoff, smoking or menopause? So I say to him, it's only been 3 months and it's very hard. We had great sex, then he jumped on a skateboard and never saw him again. Oh, I'll tell you, this whole aging thing is for the birds. Yesterday, I could not remember the word asparagus. Now, when I couldn't remember a word when I was in my 40s, I would joke about it and say, I'm having a senior moment. Now it's no joke. And that's not the worst of it. All of a sudden, my rings don't fit. My shoes are tight. So my girlfriend says to me, oh, well, you know, parts of your body keep growing as you get older. Wait a minute, what? Yeah, didn't you know? Your hands, your feet, your nose, your ears, they all keep getting bigger as you age. That's sexy. Because, you know, there's a million guys out there wanting to sleep with a hobbit. Oh, I could kill Peter for turning gay. Meanwhile, neither of us have anyone. Watch, we'll end up back together. And should we ever want to have sex, we only have to hire one guy.
He's what you here would call a catch. I know this because his mother reminds me. Every day. And, you know, and he has a superpower. I shouldn't be so surprised because back in the day, he was a chess champion. I know what you're all thinking, chess champion. Sexy. So his superpower is logic. Exactly. What do you do with logic? Maybe if you're stuck in an escape room someday. But otherwise, what do you do with logic? You know, it's as if I'm married to Clark Kent, who never becomes Superman. Like, if a big bookshelf falls on my head, do I really need him explaining to me that I put too much stuff in it? Or if my checked luggage is overweight at the airport, I need him pointing out that I took too many towels from the hotel? Nobody needs logic. And you know, when I first started doing this joke, he didn't like it. He's like, I don't like this joke. I said, but why? You are my Superman. He goes, how can I be Superman? They took out all the phone booths. Where will I change into the costume? By the way, what do you call an escape room in India? Arranged marriage. So my oldest is my daughter. She's a freshman this year at Stanford University. Thank you. So when she got in, immediately I called my mother-in-law. To flex. Like, wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't you brag about this? And you know what she said to me, my mother-in-law? She said to me, how good can the college be if it's taking so many girls? You see, she is what you here would call a cunt. But I can't complain about her too much. Because without her, what would I get up here and say? What would I say? I would be like, I'm happy. I'm fine. I too have self-esteem. Let's face it, without her, I would have no act. But now my kid is in college and it's all about making friends. I was like, why? Make friends when you join Doctors Without Borders. And she's like, Mom, be serious. I have to make some friends. I said, okay, I'm going to give you the guidelines on who you can be friends with. You cannot be friends with any communications majors. No sociology, no geology, no anthropology. What even is that? Everybody's dead. No kids who play music, no kids who do drama, recruited athletes. Do I even need to say the words? And she's like, so I can't have any friends. I said, I didn't say that. Did I say that? No, right? I said, comp sci is good. Engineering, pre-med, basically all the Indian kids. And she's like, what if I meet an Indian kid who's an art major? I said, that doesn't exist. And if you meet that kid, get his mother's phone number. We might need to check on her. She might be about to jump in front of a train. So are we all familiar with the acronym STEM in education? We all know what it stands for? What does it stand for? Science, technology, engineering, math. So have you heard about the controversy surrounding this acronym? They want to add art to it. Because the artists are feeling excluded. And they want to make it STEAM. What are they trying to do to us? Do they realize that if you add art to STEM, there will be no STEAM? Do they think that the guy who invented the steam engine ran a puppet show on the side? They think they can just disrupt the world order like that? How would they like it if we added a spelling bee to the NFL? But let me tell you about my 16-year-old son, so handsome. I can show you a photo afterwards if you want. My 16-year-old son recently started walking to school with a girl. So I follow them. And my husband's been so impressed with me. He's like, our son is walking to school with a white blonde girl. And you don't have a problem with that. I told him there's nothing to worry about. It's not like she's going to get into a good college. Whatever, cancel me, I don't care. Besides, the blondes don't even get that joke. Now, my daughter called me the other day and she's like, I just met a boy. I was like, why? You're born here, you don't need a green card. She's like, Mom, he's really nice. Nice? Who needs nice? We need rich. And she's like, Mom, hear me out. He's an engineering major. I said, okay, I'm listening. He's from Connecticut. Fine, go on. His mom is the head of development at HBO. I said, he's got potential. So I have a third kid. I forget about him sometimes. I don't know what to say about him. I don't really know him. I mean, the nanny says he's perfect. But in our house, we don't use the word nanny. We call her auntie. Because this way, she can sit in for us at parent-teacher conferences, at doctor appointments, at college graduations. But speaking of college, I have to tell you, I have uncovered the world's biggest scam. Did you guys know that in this country, the parents don't get to decide what the kid's gonna study? You all knew this? I really thought when my kid goes to college, I will call the college up. And I will say, Comp Sci 1, Comp Sci 2, go. She wants to have some fun. I understand that. Give her one class in chemistry. It does not work that way. They're so rude, they'd hang up on me. So I had to call my kid and ask her. I was like, what are you enrolled in? What are you studying? Are you guys ready for this? Ceramics. $80,000 to learn how to make clay pots. Do you know who else makes clay pots? Villagers in India. Because they have nothing else to do. My kid is in Palo Alto, the epicenter of technology, making clay pots. Why am I being punished, Ganesh? Do you know how bad something has to be when the nice white guy in the audience is like, oh no? And now I have an update on this situation, and you guys are gonna think I'm making it up. I'm not, I'm telling you the truth. I just found out that she's required to take a class in wellness. So she's enrolled in meditation, which costs extra. While she's meditating, I'm gonna go have a stroke. I mean, I'm an immigrant parent in America. It's hard for me to raise my kids here. I'll tell you why. Because here, people like to do dangerous things just for fun. Just for the thrill of it. They like to go sliding down mountains, fall out of airplanes, dive into oceans, just for the thrill of it. Back home, when I wanted to experience the thrill, I drank tap water.
But like, he come to me the other day, he's like, hey babe, can I use your toothbrush real quick? I said, what? Like, that's the option for you? Like you're thinking about it? Sick. He's like, what? It's just like kissing. We kiss at the same thing. I do not scrape off your tartar with my tongue. I mean, I know I'm pretty amazing. But I'm almost positive I cannot prevent cavities. My husband likes to leave his shoes right in the middle of a walkway. Like as soon as you open the door, boom, shoes. Now you couldn't kick them off to the side? That was hard to do. So all throughout the house, I just trip over shoes like, "Oy, sorry dog." Oy, yeah, yeah. And we're still real new, so like I still try to look cute when I sleep. I'll probably grow out of that one real quick. But right now, I still try to look cute, right? But it's kind of hard because I sleep with Invisalign trays in my mouth. So sometimes when I wake up, my lip will get stuck to the plastic tray. I wake up looking like Fire Marshal Bill. Like full on, let me show you something. Face will be all greasy. That's not cute. So when I feel myself starting to wake up, like I'll fix my lip real quick. I put grease on my lip like it's glass. Make it work. Make it work. And we're pretty good with decision making, right? Like he'll come to me with stuff, I'll come to him with stuff, like teamwork, you know? But every now and then he'll try to go off and do his own thing. Like recently we just bought some curtains for the house. And I told him, I said, when you're at the store, take a picture of them and send it to me before you buy it, right? But he forgot that part. So I came home to these gaudy Armenian curtains hanging in my house that are like 2 feet too short. I got high water curtains. Like first thing my brother came over the house, he's like, why you got capri pant curtains? My husband and I travel a lot for work. He travels with music, I travel with jokes. And sometimes we'll go to like some small town, like nobody has ever heard of this town. Like these people haven't even heard of their own town. And when you fly to a small town, you have to fly on a small plane. And I went to a town recently where the plane I was on, I don't even think it had an engine. I'm pretty sure it was a paper plane. Like it just had 2 propellers out front. Like as you step onto the plane, you had to take turns spinning the propeller. Like it's The Price is Right. I checked my seat assignment, it said shotgun. They had 1 flight attendant. She was wearing regular clothes and a name tag. Like real suspicious. And I fly a lot, so I'm used to the way things work on an airplane, right? I'm used to the announcements they make, like, flight attendants, prepare for landing. I'm used to hearing that kind of stuff, right? But on this plane, we got a different announcement. It sounded more like, Stephanie, we're coming in. Stephanie. What's this, a family-owned plane? Stephanie, if you have any more of that potato salad you made for the church picnic last week, you bring it on up to the cockpit. Thank you. Potato salad.
I love that place. The ones I had large meat, I don't care how large yours is. You know what I'm saying? Just feed me first. That's all I'm saying. I'm way less judgmental when I'm full. Black guys in LA, they were hard to come by. Because they like everything. They're New York men are more like, I like this, I stick with that. In LA, they're like, I date everybody. The fucking buffet out there. So I'd meet one and be like, you know what? We go together. I wouldn't even ask. You're my boyfriend. I can't find none of y'all, okay? We go together. You know what? I attract a black guy. I always get the reacclimation black guy. Know what that is, sir? I feel like you know what I'm talking about. Know what that is? I get the black guy who has not had a black girlfriend in years. And then he meets me, he's like, oh, girl, I want to come back. I want to come back. Can you train me? You need to watch BET. I don't got time to train you on how to be a black man. But I knew that he and I weren't going to work. You know why? He had a lot of white requests. He was like, Jackie, let's get up at 5 a.m. and go for a run on the beach. Ah, the third one. I'm like, why? Is the gym closed? They open at 9. What the fuck is wrong with you? And he's like, Jackie, I wanna make love to you in the shower. Let's get in the shower. I'm like, can you see me? I don't do water sports. I'm like, you know what? Before I say no, let me go get my big pink plastic floral Walmart shower cap. If I had that big ass hat on and your dick still gets hard, you deserve it, okay? You're a fucking trooper. That is not a Come Fuck Me hat. We all know him. We all got that hat at home, okay? He was like, he wanted to go hiking on the first date. Hiking! I said, that's white. I'm sorry. That is really white. How about I now act out my own homicide, Law and Order? How about that? I'm not going hiking with a goddamn stranger. In the woods? Really? Do you not have TV? That's right. No dates in the middle of nowhere. Hell no. I used to have a propensity to attract young dudes. They like me because I have a very youthful, I'm happy. They like happy. But they're easy to get. It's like shooting fish in the barrel, getting a young guy. But you can lure them into your house with a game console. There's no challenge with a young guy. PS5, penis forever. That's all I'm saying. Is that what the P stands for? It should. It should. Oh, God. Old guys. Ooh, I do well at attracting an old dude, boy. You know why I attract old guy? Why? I get the Bluetooth, man. Y'all know the old ass black guy with the Bluetooth? Is that you, sir? I feel like you might be that dude. No, right here, Baldy. Where is this? Oh, you wearing one right now? You wearing one right now? I got the black guy with the Bluetooth on all day for no goddamn reason. I was in a bar with a guy, Bluetooth, face blinking for 3 hours. I'm like, are you closing on the house, Samuel? Turn that off. It's midnight on Saturday. Anybody looking for you? I feel like a lot of old guys don't know how to get laid, though. They're out of the game. They don't really know the lingo. I was in one show, guy in the front row, cute, 49 years old. I was joking. I was like, do you have high blood pressure? And he said, of course. That's not how you get your dick sucked, sir. That's not the way. But the advantage of dating men at 50 is that I'm honest. You know what I mean? Like, that whole thing about all night long, isn't that a fucking lie? The only thing I want all night long is sleep and a shoe sale. You know what I'm saying? I do not want dick all night long. But I can say no to certain dicks now. When you get older, you learn. I got my first ever dick pic. I've only gotten one in a text. This guy liked me, wanted to sell it to me. Text of his penis, 11 inches long. 11 inches! No, 11 inches. And my girlfriend said, you're a big girl. You can handle that. I said, bitch, I'm not hollow. What the fuck? There's shit inside. There's muscles and bones. Anything that big enters your body, you know what it's called? An intruder. What's that? That's that a lung, bitch, or a spleen? You don't need any more organs. You finished. You full.
When Martin and I play golf, I love how far he thinks he's going to hit the ball. We'll be standing on the tee, and I'll say, why don't you swing? He'll say, I don't want to hit that thing. It's the sun. He just loves watching sports. He'll watch any sport. He even watches poker on television. Have you ever seen poker on TV? To me, it always looks like lunchtime at a methadone clinic. And of course, baseball. But I can watch baseball. I just have to be in the right frame of mind. I have to be asleep. He even watches golf on television. That's not the most exciting sport to watch on TV. Did you know that if you tape golf and then you play it back in slow motion, there's no difference? Did you know that? Men and women, we enjoy different things. Women, we love to talk. You know who we tell? We tell our hairdressers everything. They know everything about us, don't they? And you know what? We don't even know their last names. My husband reveals nothing about himself. Martin went to his barber, has medium-length brownish gray hair, came home with a shaved head. I said, what happened to you? He said, oh, my barber thought I was someone else. I said, why didn't you tell him who you were? He said, because I didn't feel it was any of his business, okay? Men and women react differently to situations. If a woman sees a mess, she cleans it up. If a man sees a mess, he announces it. Rita, the dog just threw up at the top of the stairs. Okay, I'll be there in a second. Try not to do anything about it. Men and women, we have different beliefs. Martin believes in the sink fairy. He thinks if you put a dirty dish in the sink fairy washes it. I said, did you ever notice that whenever I leave, so does the sink fairy? He said, yes, why do you take the sink fairy with you? Men and women, we say different things. Here's something you never hear a man say. I feel bloated. Here's something you never hear a woman say. Hit me in the stomach. Here's something you'll never hear two women say to each other when they accidentally meet on the street. Asshole. Here's something you'll never hear two men say to each other after a business lunch. I'm going to the bathroom, wanna come?
That was it. I was like, well, how much? All right? Don't be vague. Not on that. Be specific. it gets weird, you know, being single, going on dates. Like one time I was in between an architect and a guy who could do a headstand. These were my options. And the architect is great, because women, we like to say what a guy does for a living. You know, we like to say, oh, he drew that. That was, you know, look, architect. Headstand guy, I don't know how to explain that at a party. If I take him to the party, how am I gonna? They go, what do you do, baby? Go outside and show them that amazing headstand that you can achieve. I mean, it's great stuff. He's on Instagram, it's like in the sun. He's like, I went on a date with him. On the date, he wasn't drinking, which is weird. That's how you get through a date. He's just sober facing me the whole time. So I asked him, I go, do you drink? That's a normal question to ask someone when they're not drinking, you know, but it threw him. One eye went the other way. And this is what he said, I kid you not. He goes, well, when I'm at the strip club, I have sangria. There's so many problems with that answer. It's on so many levels. It's just, you can't even deal with all the levels of problems in that. I was in a small restaurant in New York. There was a guy in the corner just like, yeah, no, you don't want it. And then I'm wondering, is there a guy at the strip club just chopping fruit for sangria? Kiki's good tonight, yeah. Trying to do things different, though. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, I used to date young. I can't date young anymore. The court said I can't. I can't even look at them, no. I don't mean to. It's like I said, I aged well, and they just come at me. You know, I'll be hanging out at the GameStop, and they just come into my life. What am I supposed to do? I'm like, you want this? Come and get it. But it was exhausting. Dating young, this guy was always awake, just looking at me. Like, what next? I was like, nothing. Take a nap, shit. Go to sleep. This was 3 whites ago, by the way, 3 whites ago. He talked a lot, too. Oh, my God, he talked so much. I told him, I said, I need some white noise, and I don't mean you, okay?